mind helping out. There were others. I'd like it was, you know, their God given right for me to come over and hook up their new printer or, God forbid, fix the old printer, which I always found amazingly funny. I'm like, you don't fix printers. I mean, the way I look at it, it's almost to the point where if my printer runs out of ink, I throw it in the garbage and go buy a new one because it's cheaper to buy one on sale with the demo cartridges in it than it is to buy a new black and a new ink or color ink cartridge. So, you don't fix a printer. I actually worked for a shop where he insisted that they do printer repair, and I'm like, not with me, you don't. My hands are way too big for that. We are just waiting on Corey. I will go ahead and bring us in, though, while we are waiting for him. Rexar will be joining us tonight. He went and got his second vaccine shot today, so he told me that he didn't care how it made him feel, or if he was feeling, a little bit sick, he was going to play Traveler tonight, come hell or high water. So he has promised that he will make it. But welcome to Traveler, the Pirates of Drinax. We will be picking up right where we left off last week, which will actually be on Keith Clark's turn. Yeah, right?
It took me forever. Oh my god. I can't believe how long it took me to take one meme and put it in a different place. There we go.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, that that is 100% accurate. So we will be picking up right where we left off last week, which will be on Keith Clark's turn in the initiative. But before we do that, I would like to say thank you to the Friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. And if you're watching on Twitch, you can scroll down and you should see some tiles there. Each of those tiles will connect to these fine people's web pages. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image and those tiles should pop up for you. The first on the list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. She has a full line of dice bracelets, and she has these roll-out dice mats that you can roll your dice on, and when you roll them up, they look like a spell scroll. She does all of her work by hand, even hand picks the leather swaths in person. She is over in the UK, so if you're ordering as a gift or a time-sensitive reason, make sure that you give yourself a little bit of extra time because it takes a while to cross the pond. And the next on the list is the Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. And each scent profile is a different fantasy character. Today I am wearing the Hero, which smells of warm cologne. I'm sure they have a scent profile that would interest you. They're coming out, the past couple of weeks, they've been slowly releasing their fall lineup. One scent that I can recommend is the Harvester. It smells like crisp apples and leaves, and it's a very fall-oriented scent. If you are a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one, get one free option. Just create an account, and you can put 2 beard oils into your account, and if you use the code FIRST, the second beard oil will be discounted to free. So let's see here. Oh, poor Rexar. Okay. So let's see. We've got the 3 of you all there. We will go ahead and get started. So last week, where we left off, you guys got back to your pirate space station that you have been working on repairing, and found out that the pirates that you've kind of accumulated or attracted to your cause I've been sitting there laughing because they've been listening to the 13-hour delay of these basically signal GK SOS emergency broadcasts from the main world, which is Borite. And come to find out, Augman raiders, 2 ships came down and raided Borite, but only 1 ship left. And the emergency request was that in all of the fighting, the atmospheric processor that pumps Atmo into the dome of the one and only, I'm really hard pressed to call it a city, town. Anyways, it's a geodome, and the one and only atmospheric processor has gone down. They sent in a number of technicians, and they never came back. And they are fresh out of people that would know how to fix this, and they don't know what's going on down there, and so they were desperately requesting help. And so our good-willed, big-hearted pirates flew the 13 hours in and came to their rescue. And they got into a fight. There are some raiders that are in here, and they got into a fight with these guys. So it is Keith Clark's turn, and this is actually Keith's robot, because I don't have anything better for a robot. And I will be honest, I forgot to look to see if I could find something better for a robot. I need to just find like a garbage can on a Roomba and take a picture of it, and that pretty much is what he looks. Maybe put like a wrench hanging off the side of it or something, you know. So, Keith Clark, what would you like to do? If I remember correctly, somebody had messed up a grenade throw, and somebody was able to quickly shut this door. And so the door is currently closed.
Right. And the raiders are on the other side of the door.
They are down the hallway. Yeah, they are down the end of the hallway, around the corner. They have cover.
Nice. I think I will open the door. Back up.
Okay.
And then let's see. I think I might throw a grenade down that hole if I can do that.
Yeah.
Take another shot at that?
Take another shot at it.
Go for it.
Okay.
So do you have any grenades, or do you need to have a Marine toss one to you?
I'm going to steal one from a Marine.
Okay. Marine tosses one to you. So he tosses it to you. Keith, make a athletics dexterity check. I mean, the good news is that the pin isn't pulled.
Okay. I got 11.
Oh, yeah, you blew that out of the water. You catch it and pull the pin, and you can toss it. So that would be another athletics dexterity check, and I'm going to say that you can make that with a boon dice. So roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
Okay. 10.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you deliver the grenade right on target. Oh, man. There's really nowhere for these guys to dive to cover to. This guy can, though. Kind of. Okay. Hold on, I need to see what that means. It's so funny because we so rarely dodge or dive for cover. And this is the one game that I would think would really Oh, it doesn't really do anything, though. Well, go ahead and roll. What kind of... Well, it's going to be a frag grenade. So, go ahead and roll 5D for damage. And these guys are going to eat a whole lot of crap.
We got 17.
Okay. So with their super awesome flak jackets, shit. All right. 17. Yeah, this guy is completely unconscious, and so is this guy actually. Even with the cover, he couldn't take that. All right, so the explosion goes off, and you guys stop hearing movement, and there's no further shots coming down the hall. What would you like to do?
Let's have the Marines scout ahead down that hallway and clear the floor if there's more.
So you've got 4 Marines. There's this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Did you want to send all 4?
Since there's like 2 ways to go, I think maybe we should split up and have like 2 of them go this way, and I'll go with them, and then somebody else come with me, and then the robot, and
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, I guess like this. Does that work?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
So the Marine, probably help me if I got some dice out. I'm glad you were the one rolling for damage. I'd have been disappointed. My brain's not entirely with it. Just before we started, so I upgraded my Steam Link and got an NVIDIA Shield. So I was in the process of setting that up on the big screen TV out in the living room and completely got distracted. The Marine does a very good job and opens this door. And inside this door, you see that there is what appears to be a small, looks like a security station. There's like some seats and consoles with monitors. That the monitors are actually showing different sections. They're flipping through and showing different sections of the air processor. And you notice that every once in a while the camera, it'll stay on a screen for about 25 seconds if it's not stopped, and then it'll switch to another camera. And there are cameras below level that it just goes completely static. There's no connection. So that's what Captain Beth, Keith Clark, and their 2 Marines see in this room.
Do you have any interest in examining the computer as an engineer?
So I wouldn't necessarily look at the computers themselves. I'm more interested in what they're displaying right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Both Keith and Captain Beth make a recon plus intellect check.
10.
Nice.
And I got 9.
Okay. So both of you see up here, there is a small set of stairs here that leads up to this platform. And on this platform, there is a computer console all by its lonesome up here. And the status screen is currently reading locked out. And then there is a door here.
That is interesting.
Yeah, mess with that then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to check out that computer.
Okay. Put you up here. So you determine, just on quick glance, you determine that this computer console controls the internal lift that goes down to the lower levels. There's 2 levels below you of this air processing unit. And this computer controls the lift. And currently it is shut off. It is set to locked out.
All right, let's turn it on. Let's try and get it in operation.
So you do what you're supposed to do, and you throw the lever, and it goes, and it says insert or input security code.
Shit.
Nice. I guess we're scavenging for a security code around here somewhere.
Last time I did this, I was playing Doom.
Try to hack it.
You got to kill the guy that has the red key, and then.
Oh, shit.
No, you can. It is possible that you could tackle this one of 3 ways. You could try to go and find a guy who has said security code or key, and there is a card slot. Or B, you could try to hack the computer, or C, you could try hot wiring it with engineering skills.
I forgot about hot wiring. That would be probably the easiest solution.
More than likely.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. We will come back to you.
Okay.
So Ching Shi, you and the Marines come down, and you guys and the droid, and you make it all the way down here. And there are 2 mangled corpses laying there.
Good. I hope they're still smoking.
They are. They are indeed still smoking. Make a Recon Plus intellect check.
Nine.
Nice. On a 9, the first body, there's one body that is blown part into the elevator shaft here. And this door is actually open. And I calling it a door is really a misnomer. It's like a cage that you know, the old style elevators where you have to close the cage. It's like that.
Sure.
And most of him is blown all over the elevator. Okay. This guy, he is strewn all across the arms and legs, and bits and pieces of him are strewn all across the hallway. But you immediately notice that on his shirt lapel was a red security card that is now 3/4 of it is burned into melted plastic.
Well, damn. Okay. So I'm sure there's communication between Keith Clark and I about...
Yeah, you guys have the goggles on.
The fact that the elevators are on lockdown. So that if I peek my head in the elevator shaft, it won't immediately be hit by an elevator, correct?
Correct. Well, and the elevator is currently at this level.
Oh, it is. Because I'm interested if there is like a ladder, you know, like for service and access in the elevator shaft that you could climb down instead of messing with the elevator.
Well, you can't. That's a very good question. You can't tell immediately from where you're at. You could just see that there is a bloody, gory elevator here.
Sure.
And what you can make out is that there is a blood-smeared console, and it is currently saying elevator locked on the console. And it's like in flashing red letters. There is also a door here to your south.
Okay.
And then the hallway continues on to some stairs that lead up at the end of the hallway.
Okay. And then you said that the security screens were flashing different camera angles around the base, but
Right.
they would hit one that seemed to be malfunctioning.
Right. So about every 20 seconds, Beth Smith, one of those security monitors, shows Ching Shi and the two other Marines and the AX-57 astromech in this hallway. And then after about 20 seconds, it'll change to another level. And anything on level 2 and 1 are actually static.
And so all of level 2 and 1. It's not like one malfunctioning
Correct.
camera.
Correct.
It's like all of the cameras on those levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like the cameras have been shut off. It looks like they've been manually disconnected. Because
Yeah.
you're getting raw static like an unplugged coax cable.
Right. That's what I was thinking, is if it was one camera that was turned off and we had view, static, view, then obviously the static is where we want to go.
Right.
Okay, so I guess I will have my Marines open that door and
Okay.
see if I can find another security key or something.
Okay. Marines aren't doing so good opening this door. It is locked. And
Like a
so when you
keypad lock?
it is, and you notice two things that are very strange about this. First of all, the keypad, it is a 10-key keypad, but there are no letters or numbers on any of the buttons.
Interesting.
The other thing that you notice is that this tech looks highly advanced and really old. Everything around you looks old. And you and Keith and Captain Beth, you notice this as well. This looks like, well, I think I described it before, but this is a second Imperium technology, definitely Empire of Sindal technology. They were super advanced, but all of this stuff has been jury-rigged over and over and over for about the past 1,000 years, and that's what you're seeing. This keypad doesn't look like it's been jury-rigged at all, but the tech itself looks very Baroque. It's like sitting in what used to be a polished brass housing, and the keypad, the keys themselves are like blank crystal keys, not like clear plastic. They're actually cut crystal.
Okay. Is there any indication if the door is locked from the inside or the outside? Is there any way to tell?
You can't really tell. It appears to be. Do you have mechanics or engineering?
I have both mechanic and engineering. Well, excuse me. I have mechanic and electronics computer.
Make an electronics computer check.
And plus intellect or
Plus
EDU? Or
intellect or EDU, your choice.
10.
So on a 10, you determine that the locking mechanism isn't so much inside or outside, it is a magnetic lock.
Okay.
So when the door
Is there...
slides into that pocket, there's a magnetic strip there that locks the door in place.
Okay. Then I would like to attempt to hack it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an electronics computers check.
Okay. So I am going to be unsuccessful. 7.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to...
It appears to be some kind of drawer.
Hey, look, there's a little calculator thingy on the door.
Boop, beep, boop, boop,
Yes,
beep.
exactly.
I whisper open sesame to it.
Well, I'm
Okay.
turning off the grid. The measurement tools still work, though.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's better. That looks so much better. Okay. We will come back to you.
Okay.
Keith Clark, go ahead and make a engineering check plus intellect or EDU, your choice.
Okay. Eight.
Okay. So you are able to determine which wires will bypass this computer lock and just kind of put the elevator into use. Go ahead and make a mechanics check.
Okay. $11.
Nice. So you spark some wires and you find which one is the required one, and your Marine, Ching Shi, calls out that the status console in the elevator has changed from red to green, and it is good to go. And there are 3 buttons there, level 3, level 2, and level 1.
Sure. Okay. Does the rest of the party want to meet me at the elevator so we can all go down together? Or do you want to keep monitoring? Because I can take my team and go fix cables while you observe. But if that's the case, I call dibs on Rexar and his battle dress.
Well,
Are there any other rooms to open? I just want to make sure we get everything out of this floor before we move on.
so this room down here, and I mean it's circular, so this is going to sound dumb, but this room down here in the corner has not been checked yet.
Onward.
So that's where you're headed, Beth Smith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going that way.
Send your...
Is this door locked or do we have to go around?
Nope, this door is open.
Okay, let's go.
Or unlocked. So this room, you come in and you see that there are a number of consoles here. Make a... Do you have engineering?
I got engineer 1.
Perfect. So make an engineer 0 plus intellect or EDU. Unless, so you said you have engineer 1. Is that in like life support by any chance?
I don't know. It just says 1. I don't think I picked anything.
So
I kind of fucked up my character sheet there.
so this is a good...
Let's say life support.
Okay, so you have life support, so you can take engineer 1 plus your intellect or EDU, but this is a good chance. As soon as she makes her roll, there is something I want to talk to you guys about. Hey, there's Rexar.
I got 9.
Hello.
Hello. Let me put you on the board.
Bye.
Okay, and this means you won't vent the Atmo.
Sorry, what was that, Rexar?
I didn't want to interrupt you, so I just kept quiet.
No, you're good. I'm going to put you down here with Ching Shi, and we will come to you guys here in just a moment. So, on your 9, you realize that this room is basically monitoring life support for the entire dome for this town. And it's showing that basically O2 levels and nitrogen levels are dropping and CO2 levels are increasing. Right now it's almost neck and neck. And then as you're watching, like, another bar blips and flashes on the CO2 column. And there's warnings all across the board.
Oh, geez. That's bad news.
So, Rexar, for your edification, they are inside a atmospheric processor on the main world, Borite, 13 hours away from the pirate space station that you guys have. And Borite contacted you guys, or not contacted you, but sent out an SOS signal GK. They were hit by Augment Raiders. 2 ships came in, only 1 ship left. And in the process of that fight and the Augment Raiders running off with slaves, their atmospheric processor was damaged. And so this is the one and only processor that provides air to this domed little town, the one and only town on Borite. And everything here is really old. It's like 1,000 years old. This processor was built during the Sindalian Empire. And so it's been sitting here for 1,000 years and has been patched and jury-rigged with duct tape and a couple of garden hoses and some PVC pipe. There's a Pringles can in there somewhere. And of course, they did it properly. All the duct tape is camouflaged. So, yeah. But, what I was going to talk to you about. So, I don't know if you saw in the Facebook Messenger group, I sent you guys a new character sheet. Did you guys see that? It's a PDF.
Oh shit! No, I'm sorry.
Race? The new race?
It's not a new. It's after the new. It's after the new race. So that PDF sheet, it is a 2-pager or double-sider landscape. When you print it, you're going to want to print it in landscape. This PDF has some new characteristics on it, and you'll see them on the first page. There's on the first top section, there is your regular traveler statistics like you would expect, and then underneath it there are some characteristics like luck, morale, charm. All of those additional characteristics, you just roll 2d6, and that's your number. And you can roll 2d6 for each of those and apply the numbers wherever you want. But they are going to add a dimension to the game. So here's an example. Luck is something that can be rolled to determine, like, if there's a random event where one person in the party is going to get the shit, whoever rolls the lowest with their luck score is the one that it's going to happen to. The other cool thing about luck, though, is that you can say, well, like, for instance, Keith was just hot wiring this panel. He could say, well, I'm going to spend 2 of my luck points, and each point that you spend gives you a +1 to your roll. And those points are temporarily lost, but you regain them at the end of the adventure. Another example would be, oh, I'm going to die, and you could spend all of your luck points to stop that from happening. Now, if you do that, then all of the luck points that you spend are lost semi-permanently. There are ways to get them back, but it would require some kind of atonement or something for you to get them back. That's just an example of, like, luck. Morale works similarly in that, like, if you're doing a long task that is going to be totally tedious and boring, but you need to get it done, you might have a check made for morale to see if you're able to stick to it, or if there's some some reason that you're just, I can't continue working on this and it'll have to be started over or whatever. So yeah, though charm will come in if you're trying to seduce your way into something. Things like that. So each of those abilities you just roll, or each of those characteristics you just roll 2d6, and you roll for the number of characteristics there are there, and then you can swap the numbers around however you want. Where if you want more luck, then put the higher number there, or if you want more charm, you can put the higher number there. However you want to do it. But these are the new character sheets. Let me know when you have that. Basically, just copy everything over to the new character sheets, and that's it.
So we can't spontaneously get psionics now, right?
No.
So if I roll a 12, I can be like, oh, suddenly I'm a
Yeah, no. Psionics is the one out of those additional characteristics that works the same way that it has been. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, you don't just suddenly get psionics.
That was perfect.
Okay, I'll make sure to have everything converted over before we play the next time. Sorry I missed the message.
Oh, no, you're fine. When you print those character sheets out, I will tell you now, you might want to print out 2. Because there is going to be an adventure in the future where you will be playing another character. Yeah, it's going to allow you to see the other side of the story that's going on. So print out 2 of those, or print it out when it comes time to that. I'll remind you.
Cool, thanks.
So yeah, what you're seeing is that this room here is monitoring the atmo levels in the geodesic dome over this small town, and they do not look good. So, meanwhile, Keith Clark, so you got the elevator working. Where did you want to go?
I think I should go down the elevator with them.
What level though?
So you're heading over to the elevator with Ching-Shi and Rexar?
Yeah.
Okay.
What level, do we know what level the life support system is on?
You don't.
Okay, so we gotta explore.
Could the monitoring system give us any information or no?
No, because when you check the monitoring system for both levels 2 and 1, they cut to static.
Okay, well, I say we just send one level at a time. That's the way I like to do things.
All right.
What
So,
do you guys think?
Yeah.
so Ching-Shi asked Rexar if he could get this door open for her. And Rexar, you are, of course, in your, I would assume you're in your battle dress.
Battle dress. So you want to use the big one.
Well, I mean, in battle dress, you could probably just rip this door off the hinges.
Fine.
I mean,
The door off the hinges.
I mean, it doesn't battle dress give you like a strength 15 or something stupid like that?
So many notes. Gives me strength 12. No, I have strength 12.
Yeah, I think battle dress bumps you up to like 15.
So that's a +3.
Yes, that it is. So go ahead and make a strength athletics check with a +3 in this case.
Uh, 14.
Okay. So Rexar comes over and he jams his hand into the door, and literally, like, the points of his fingers puncture the door where he gets a grip on it, and he just starts tearing this door open, almost like it's paper. And the door, you can hear the servos kind of complaining about this, and sparks fly out, and he rips the door open. And you see that there is a small office in here. There's a desk with some paperwork on it. There's a small ice chest here that doubles as a table. There's like 2 tables with an ice chest in the middle. and there is a small, like a small bed here, like a cot for whoever's working long hours here. They can rest, and there's a couch along the one wall.
Open sesame.
Are there any plans or anything like that?
You don't see any plans. You see requisition requests on the table that were in the process of being filled out for quote unquote replacement parts. Ching Shi, go ahead and make a engineering plus intellect or EDU check.
Oh, can someone else do it? Ugh. Fine.
Yeah, Keith's there. He can do it.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea because I only got 7.
Sure, I'll try.
There appear to be papers.
I got 9.
So on a 9, what you're seeing on these requisition forms are requests for parts that, if it were a modern day atmospheric processor on a ship or even a space station or a colony, would work. But you're looking at these requisitions, you're like, I doubt very highly that these are going to be bolt-in fits. So they're asking for new parts that they are then going to have to butcher and modify, and you really hope that they're going to work when they're done with that, to get bolted on to repair this ancient atmospheric processor.
Interesting.
And basically these requisitions, it looks like that these requisition forms would then be handed to a BCA representative, the Borite Continuity Authority. They would hand it to one of them. They would then contact any, passing trader that's coming by and to see if they have these parts, or to, send them on a trade run to come back with these parts. What you gather looking at these is that whoever is filling out this requisition form knows that whoever is going to be trying to get these parts isn't going to be willing to spend a whole lot of money. So, like, you see a lot of, like, side notes where, like, used if possible, If it's partial function, we can repair it here, that kind of thing. This door over here actually leads to a very filthy bathroom.
Shit, Troy, clean it.
We could drag the excess body parts and viscera into the gross bathroom.
The proper British would call this
evidence of us being here.
the proper British would call this room here a fresher, but there is nothing fresh about it. The toilet looks like it's been backed up for a couple weeks.
Gross.
It's like an episode of Borders that's in here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nasty.
Definitely not the stall you want to do a blumpkin in.
Let's see if a bathroom on a different floor is any cleaner. Probably not. But let's go check it out.
Touch the fire the PGMP into it.
The droid
Wipe the slate clean.
The droid comes over here and opens up another door here. And this door, you see that there is a meeting room in here.
What's in the before we get too far from the gross bathroom room, what was in the coolers?
In the coolers, there are a couple of generic beers, just white can, and it says generic with the generic logo on it.
Are they still cold?
They are.
I'm gonna drink one.
All right.
It is time for performance evaluations. Meet me over here in orderly fashion.
It's the perfect time for beer o'clock.
So
Yeah.
the droid rolls in.
Drinking on the job.
So AX-57 rolls in here and calls back to you guys.
Cool.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Same, bro. Same.
So, Keith, well, actually, none of you have spent enough time with AX-57 to really learn his languages.
None of us speak robot.
Keith, go ahead and make an engineering check.
11.
So on your 11, you
Rolling
can
really well today.
you've been able to determine that AX-57 speaks in a form of, he kind of alternates between binary and hexadecimal language with his beeps, boops, and grunts. Grunts are mostly in hexadecimal.
Well, we're fucked now. Trying to talk to this thing.
But basically, he's pointing the Beth. Go ahead and make a Recon plus intellect check.
I got 10.
So, in this room, you see that there are blueprints laid out of the atmospheric processor.
Keith, look at it immediately.
It doesn't happen to say where it is in the structure, does it? Like which floor? Is there a little place in the corner of the planet?
Well, from what Keith can determine, all three floors are the atmospheric processor.
Okay.
Wow, so it's like huge and old.
The central column basically uses ionization technology, like looks like it was made by Dyson, to basically flow gases up and out through the top chimney into the dome.
Nice. So I can start figuring out how to fix this thing based on the blueprint.
Right. Yes. So. So what this is going to allow Keith and, well, really Captain Beth, because she's the one who has a rank in atmosphere in life support. Between the two of you, this will grant you, for fixing this and getting it online, this will grant you a boon dice.
So like use whatever, or for the roll to get it online?
To get it online. But
Okay.
from what you're seeing, what you've seen moving around here, this is not the area where you can get this online. You're going to have to go deeper.
All right. Are we ready to descend?
All right.
Alrighty, let's go.
Let
Finish
me-
your beers.
Does anybody have to pee before we go?
Well, too fucking bad because the bathroom is horrible.
There's a bathroom in my battle dress.
Everyone's welcome to cholera.
What flavor's the beer? Cholera. There we go. All right, here we go. And your Marines, who are really, to be honest, they're not that great at their job. They take point and come out onto the second level. Hold on here. There's my soldiers. Oh, these guys are kind of big. Okay, so everybody roll initiative. Did you guys put in your init yet?
I don't see myself on
Oh.
the tracker.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. I keep forgetting that that it does that. Now, the Marines will go at the end of Captain Beth's turn. The droid, if you have it do anything, will go at the end of Keith's turn. All right, so let's see here. Really? A -6? That's... Wow.
Wait, how did that happen?
Snake eyes. Snake eyes.
Ugh. That hurts my eyes to even look at it.
What can you do?
So the cage door opens, the Marines come out, up, and this door opens, and this guy has 2 pistols. And I know which pistol I would have used, but it's not on my chart. I don't know why, but I like these pistols. You guys will see these again. This guy has 2 assault pistols. Set for full auto. And he's going to take a shot at the first Marine that steps out. And his first shot is a miss on full auto. And the second shot at a -1 is also a miss. So this guy, the door opens and this guy's got 2 machine pistols going brah, brah, thinking that he's all John Wooey, and gets nothing from that. Keith Clark, you hear these gunshots go off down the hall and the Marines are like, what the?
Yeah, I think think it's time to shoot.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll fire my advanced combat rifle at them.
So I assume you're going to step to a area of partial cover.
Perfect.
So
exactly right.
your partial cover is going to give you a +8 to your armor.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Got 13 to hit.
That hits.
So, let's see. Using my advanced combat rifle. 3D, and it's on burst mode.
Okay.
So I do +3, or?
Yep. So what did you get to hit?
It was 13.
So you're at a total of +8 to your damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, great. Let's see.
Oh wait, did you remember to add the scope trait?
I didn't do that.
So
that's another one.
That's another one. So that's 14. You're at a +9 to damage.
So I do 18 damage.
Ugh, Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, no, this guy dies a lot. He is perforated.
Sweet. Take out the first guy.
This raider is going to take up a position that'll give him +8 to his armor, because he fucking needs it. And he is going to open fire with a submachine gun on full auto. And just nobody really knows what he's shooting at. There's bullets ricocheting off the walls all down this hall, and somehow nobody is hit. I mean, this is like lining up for a brand new set when you're bowling. How do you not hit anything? He just got a gutter ball.
It's like aiming at the side of a dragon.
Right, yeah.
It's like that scene in Pulp Fiction where, the guy pops out, tries to shoot, and the bullet just
Yeah,
goes
they're
perfectly
fine.
around everyone.
This guy is going to move over here behind this guy and hold position for now. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
Remind me, how far can I move and still shoot?
So you can move 6 meters per round, or 6 meters per minor action.
All right, and I could shoot and have a minor action.
Correct. And so, I mean, not that it really matters too much, but if you grab your token and you click your right mouse button, it'll measure out, and you can click the right mouse button again to turn corners.
Ooh, okay. I don't think I can get anywhere in 6, but I'll be on my way.
Let's see here.
Well, I don't want to go towards them.
You could get right up in this guy's face if you wanted to.
I don't want to make out. No, I will not make out with you. No, I was thinking of trying to get back, like behind that corner.
Yeah, you couldn't quite make it.
Okay. Well,
What you could do, because this thing is all one door. That's not what I wanted. You could
can I
move like here, take a shot, and then on your next turn, that would give you enough to get around the corner.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hang out right there, hopefully with partial cover. I'm going to fire with my advanced combat rifle on
This guy?
first with my scope.
Go for it.
And
That hits. So with burst, you are at a +7 to damage.
Okay. Next. Yeah.
Now this guy is actually wearing combat armor.
11. You said +7?
Uh-huh.
That would be 15, 22.
Wow. Okay. Let's see here.
It's for me to make up for the fact that I could apparently not identify a table or. So, trying to kill things apparently comes more naturally.
Well, you chew up. He takes a bunch of bullets, but he is still standing. Let's see here. We're just gonna put in there how much he's taken. All right, Rexar, what would you like to do?
How far can I move?
6 meters on a minor. So you could take 3 minor actions and move 18 meters. Or you could move 6 with 1 minor action and then do a significant action like firing your gun.
Is there a thing that shows how many meters I'm moving?
Yeah, if you grab your token and then click your right mouse button, and when you drag, it'll give you a metric. So hold down your left mouse button and then click your right mouse button, and you can see a meter.
Hold left, got it. Click right. Oh, there we go. It just keeps.
And you can do that to. You can keep right clicking your right mouse button to like take corners. The other option, of course, is that you can use the meter. It looks like an upside down Q. It's like a circle with a ruler in it.
There's 2. So, please. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So let's see.
No, stop scrolling up.
So here. Yeah, you could do that.
Can I see the guy in front of me?
Yes. He does have partial cover, so he's got +8 to his armor.
Do I know that there's a guy around the corner?
Behind him?
Yeah.
Probably not. Because you wouldn't have seen him move.
If I throw my axe, is that plus strength or dexterity?
Your choice.
I'm gonna throw my axe at the big guy.
Okay.
Plus melee weapon. 14?
That hits. With +6 to damage.
This is also AP 6.
So it'll ignore 6 points of his armor.
Sweet. Don't worry, I'm just doing math. That's bad.
No, that's fine. There's some days where I can't do math at all.
18 points.
Ooh. So this guy, your axe goes whoa, 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 and lands dead center in this guy's chest, and he drops.
And then Rexar's just gonna roar in victory, and that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna press the elevator button, go up.
To go.
I don't know.
Fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
See ya. Seems like you got
Alright,
this
you
covered.
guys have fun with Rexar.
Okay, so I can't really reach anything. So I'll move forward a bit and then I suppose direct the Marines down the corridor to shoot.
Sure. So you could, let's see here. Do you have tactics skill?
No, just jack of all trades, so.
Well, you could make a tactics roll with Jack of all trades if you wanted to, but keep in mind that bad tactics are almost worse than good tactics.
So what would tactics get me rather than just telling them, hey, go that way?
So tactics, let's see here. You're not surprised. One traveler or combatant under may make a tactics check at the start of each combat. The effect of this check is then applied to the initiative. Oh, it's applied to initiative. Never mind. Sorry, I was thinking of the other one. Okay, leadership is the one that you could make. You can pass orders, commands, and suggestions to comrades fighting on the same side. To do this, you make a leadership check. The effect of this check is the number of boons that are handed out.
Okay, I do have leadership, so. I got 7.
Oh, that's not good. So, actually, this guy will be able to apply a bane to whoever he wants.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have one Marine here aiming down the hallway.
Okay?
And then I'll have the other ones over here, checking over here. Yeah, so I'll have them like 2 aiming this way and 2 aiming that way, just ready for interception.
Okay. All right. So they're basically readying an action, or they're aiming.
They're like aiming.
Yeah, they're aiming, so they get a +1 on their attack.
Yeah.
Chief Engineer Clark, what would you like to do?
So do we, can I see the guy? It looks like he's around the corner, so I can't see anybody.
Right.
I think I will just take aim and down that corridor towards where the bodies are.
Okay. So that will give
And
you
wait.
a +1 on your attack. The Raider is going to go for it. And he runs right up to Rexar. Now, this guy isn't even wearing a flak jacket. He's wearing cloth armor. But in his hand, he has a blade that as he's running towards Rexar, you see it flash and arcs of electricity start going across the blade. And he's going to attack Rexar hand to hand. And gets a soft 12. So this is a TL11 static blade that ignores 5 points of armor. So Rexar, what is your armor?
22.
That's after the 5 points have been removed?
Oh, 17.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use a reaction and turn on my shield.
Okay.
Giving it +2, so that's 19.
Okay. Well, he doesn't get through your armor. He only does 12 points of damage.
Just gonna look at the sword in my armor and start laughing at him.
Your armor has a big slash in it, though.
I'm still gonna keep laughing at him.
Ching Shi, what would you like to do? So you were aiming, right? No, you weren't.
No, I moved and fired. Let's see.
So this guy's like in melee with Rexar.
Yes. And I don't want to accidentally shoot Rexar as I'm trying to shoot him.
Right. Right now, from where you guys are at, it has changed your difficulty from average to very difficult to hit this guy and not hit Rexar.
Right.
Although Rexar is in battle dress, so, I mean, he's a walking tank.
Right. So yeah, if I hit him, it probably wouldn't do any damage, but I still don't want to be that guy. Okay. Can
The other
I
pirates will
walk
make fun of me.
around them while they're fighting? Just like casually step around them and go into the command center.
So this is close enough. This guy could make a reactionary attack on you if you slip around him, but that's up to you. You've got pretty good armor yourself.
I do. Not at 22, but you know.
You've got combat armor. I mean, yours is what, 13?
13, yeah. No, it says protection 17.
So you've got 17. This guy's AP is 5, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to casually step around as though nothing is happening while they are attempting to kill each other.
Okay.
And just get into this security zone. No, that's too far, but...
Yeah, so about there, he's going to take a swipe at you because he thinks he's Billy Badass with his
he has done too many drugs.
with his static blade.
A lot of meth. Meth kills.
Man, he misses with a 6.
Yeah.
Dumbass. So now wait a minute. You were here. So you still have another minor action.
Okay. Well,
You could continue moving if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're gonna probably need to get into some of these rooms, so I might as well. I'm gonna go bang on these keyboards over here.
Okay.
Oops.
So you make it all the way over here. Make a electronics computers check.
Okay. 1, 6, 8, 9.
So this console appears to be, what you're gathering from it is the master computer console that basically controls the computers for the entire complex.
Sweet.
This is basically
the error messages.
And what you're seeing is that this door to the north here actually goes into the computer room itself for mainframe access.
So, okay, cool.
Rexar, what would you like to do?
Slam my dew claw into this guy's temple.
Okay.
Do it.
Sorry, dice fell off the desk.
Ah, yes. The old dice fell off the desk routine.
That's an 11 hit.
It does. With 3 points of extra damage.
15 points of damage.
15. Okay. So your dew claw hardening, did that give you armor penetration at all? I think I've asked this question before. Hold on, let me double.
I don't think it did. I think that's the other more expensive upgrade.
Ah. So his armor. Oh wait, he's only got cloth armor. Never mind. Okay, so you scratch his face badly. Nope, that's... Why is this not doing what I want it to do? 9. 8. Okay. You scratch his face pretty bad, but he's bleeding from his head, but you did not kill him as you had hoped. Anything with a minor action?
Should I try to grab his sword out of my armor?
His sword isn't in your armor. It put a good gash in your armor, but it's not stuck. He used it to try to swing at Ching Shi as she ran by.
Oh. Right. Just gonna flip him off.
Okay. Flip him off with your dew claw.
Yeah.
Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go over here with these guys and scope out the side.
Okay. So over here, you see this area here, there's a lot of cargo containers that are sitting around. There are some drums over here, some stacked cargo crates here, and here.
Just trying to make sure there's not any bad guys over here, I guess. Like, clear out the area.
Nope, and you can see that there is a door to the north out of this room.
Okay. I think, can we can move out that far? Is that right?
It seems about right. Let me see here.
Yeah, that's about how far I moved.
Yeah, they could actually move further than that.
Oh, okay.
Move all the way in here.
And I am like about half this far.
Yep.
And then the ones over here, one of them will come here. And I don't know if they have like a melee thing or if they just have a gun.
Well, they just have a gun. He could shoot point blank range, though.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be not too hard since
Nope.
he stepped over.
It is a 4+ to hit. And they have a +1 to gun and a +1 to dex.
So, let me see. So I rolled 5. So 6, 7, and then 4 more. Is that right?
No,
Or is it
no.
just
So 7 hits with a
Okay.
+3 to damage.
And how many dice do I roll for damage?
Let's see. These guys are using ACRs, so it's 3D.
Okay. Let's roll better this time. 13. That went better.
Okay. Let's see here. 13 minus 5. Now, this guy has a problem. Oops. But he's not dead yet. Somehow the guy with the cloth armor is surviving all of this. You've got another Marine. Oh, did I lose anybody?
I'm still
Can you
here.
You want him to do it too?
then take a shot?
Yeah.
I just imagine the two Marines mechanically walk by
Yeah. Right.
and then just continue walking, and then the next one. It makes me happy.
And then I rolled 3D for damage, got 7.
Okay. This guy goes down.
Good.
Down. Jesus.
And we can start fixing things, I guess. Well, we should look at the whole floor, but yeah.
I'm gonna go get my axe.
Okay, so Rexar, you retrieve your axe, and Qingxi, you're looking at this master user console, and you know from the schematics that are shown on this console that the door to the north is the mainframe access.
So the first thing I'm going to do is turn it off and then turn it back on.
Make sure all the surge protectors are plugged in properly. And
That it's all ready to go, and I'm going to reboot.
Yeah, you can reboot it.
Well, because maybe it just needs to have its power cycle disrupted.
Rebooting will take 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like Windows 11 on a Pentium.
Everybody hold your breath for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if I'm not going to reboot, do I get more detailed error messages? I know on the floor above, we got a lot of like, everything's fucked. Everything's fucked.
So
Everything's fucked.
make
Do you know where
a
to start with repairs?
make an electronics computers check.
Okay. If that doesn't work, then I am rebooting it. Is it EDU or?
Your choice, EDU or intellect.
Oh, awesome. Okay. 8, 9, 11.
So on 11, you get information coming back on the screen showing that the first thing that it is showing is that cameras are out on levels 2 and 3 or 2 and 1. Obviously, you already knew that. And it is giving detailed messages that the cameras are experiencing a hardware malfunction.
Okay.
It is obviously telling you that there is a problem with the ionic distributors on level 1, that it is not ionic distributors on levels 1, 2, and 3 are non-functional, and so it is not moving the air from the processor up and out. And it tells you that the elevator to level 3 is inoperable.
But we've got it working.
Or I'm sorry, not level 3, level 1. The elevator from here down to level 1 is inoperable.
Okay.
Does anyone
Does it say what an ion distributor looks like?
So essentially it looks like a 10-foot long 20-foot long, 10-foot diameter Dyson ionic air purifier.
Okay. And there's one on every floor.
There's actually 4 on every level.
4 on every level, and they're broken. Is there a manual handy? Because we're going to have to start with fixing those.
You may be able to get a manual. Keith Clark, what are you doing?
So I was going to try to get into the mainframe room, but that seems unnecessary unless,
So,
yeah, I don't know.
So Qingxi requests a manual on these ionic devices, and it is coming back with top level security access, mainframe only.
So yes, you have
All
to.
right, so that is why I need to go into the mainframe room. All right.
So the mainframe door is locked.
Let's go around and see if we can find anything else on the floor.
So
At least that's what I'll be up to while everybody's doing this shit.
So, Captain Beth, you've got these drums and crates. The drums are actually, they're actually liquid oxygen. Liquid oxygen and nitrogen in a bifurcated drum that can be added to the bottom. What you're assuming would be added to the bottom where the processor is. They're fed in and then air comes out. The crates appear to be spare parts. Exactly the same kind of spare parts that you might expect to use on your ship. In fact, each one of these crates is 2 tons of spare parts.
Wow.
So there's 6 tons of spare parts here.
Is this door openable?
It is.
Let's open it.
Okay. In here, you open this door. Actually, I have something for this. There's a giant dead body.
Wow, they're huge. They died of business.
There is a dead body here. And you also see that there is a door here, and it's like a partially circular wall.
Can I determine the cause of death?
He died of gunshot wounds. You also see that there is a bloody smear on the floor where it looks like somebody was dragged back towards these doors.
Alright. So let's check out this weird little room then.
So, this room, there's actually 2 doors. You open the first door, and this room rotates, and then a second door opens. And you see that there are 2 computer consoles and a single chair.
Interesting.
Make a Recon plus Intellect check.
12.
So you open these 2 doors, and when you open the first door, you see that there's a semicircular wall that rotates, and then another door appears and it slides up. And when the door opens up and you step in here, there's mild red lighting, and it smells like a new car stereo. Nobody has set foot in here in eons.
Is there an AI in here that's gone mad from being alone? Just a guess.
Make a electronics computers check.
Let's see. So I have electronics too for sensors. So for computers, what does that mean? 0. So I got 8.
So on an 8, you don't find an AI, but you discover that these controls are very strange. They appear that you would have control over robotic arms that would penetrate in deep into the crust of the planet.
Ooh. Well, that sounds like a job for maybe our robot. Is that too meta if a robot
Well,
Controlling the robot arms.
make a engineering life support check plus intellect or EDU.
Come on, big number. Let's see. I got 10.
You determine that these arms that would penetrate into the crust of the planet would have something to do with extracting natural gases, probably oxygen, nitrogen, etc. It looks like a terraforming operation.
Cool. I don't want to operate these quite yet. Is there anything on the dead body?
The dead body is clearly a BCA operative. It looks like whoever was trying to enslave him failed. Next to him there is an auto pistol. He clearly was trying to fight back. There's an auto pistol and an open pair of scissors.
Right in the middle of a haircut.
I was just doing macaroni art and you assholes showed up.
Okay, I've done a whole bunch of shit. I should let somebody else try and do something.
So
Well,
Keith
I mean,
Clark,
at the same time.
you and your robot, you can make an electronics computers check. Do you want to do it or do you want to tell AX-57 to plug in?
I would like to tell the robot to do it, yes.
Okay. Hold on here. Let me look up your droid's statistics.
And
Now, so the astromech droid has electronics computers 3.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 3.
13.
All right, so the droid plugs in, and you can see a whole bunch of data start coming up on the primary screen here for the mainframe. And the data is saying that this facility has basically been used wrong. Essentially, what you're seeing come up on the screen is that this was actually a terraforming facility. There is a pocket of natural oxygen, nitrogen, a little bit of methane, some carbon dioxide below the crust that this facility was meant to tap into. Instead, the BCA has been feeding O2 canisters into the bottom of the tank and spending money to get more and more O2 to keep their geodome running. It's not necessary.
Nice. So, given that, it sounds like the right thing to do is to try to use those robotic arms to get that thing going. But first, we need to fix the ionic device.
Yes, the ionic defibrillator. Yeah. So, Beth Smith, there is also a door leading out of here to the west. Ching Shi, what are...
check it. I don't want any baddies bursting out at us.
Okay, so sending your Marines over to open the door?
Yeah.
All right.
Go catch up with it, or
Yeah, what does Rexar want to do?
probably gonna catch up with Captain.
Okay. So the Marines... one of the Marines pulls out and this is how he opened the door previously. He pulls out a little device that's got a screen on it and a 10 key, or what looks like a partial 10 keypad. There's actually only 6 keys, and then there's a dial. And he holds it up to the door and he kind of works the dial, and you see on the screen that it cycles between a series of numbers, and then it flashes green and the door opens. In this room, you see that this is a cargo lift that goes down only. And there is a computer console to the north that is lit up, and there is a door to the west.
There's a computer console.
Correct.
All right. Let's check that out. Right?
So Keith and Ching Shi, you guys are wanting to meet back up with everybody?
Yeah, I'm going to go over there.
All right.
I have some sound effects.
Where did Keith go? Oh, there you are. I lost you. On here. You're up here. All right. So there's this computer console and a door to the west.
I'll check out the computer console.
Okay. Go ahead and make a electronics computers check. Plus intellect or EDU.
11.
Nice. So this console is pretty simple. It is a inventory manifest computer, and it controls the cargo lift that goes down to level 1. And that cargo lift is right behind you, right here.
Excellent. So we'll take that down after we check out the next room.
Okay. Hold on a second here. All right. You guys open the door. So who are you having open the door?
Marines.
Marines. Okay. These two Marines open the door. And when they do, an explosion goes off.
No.
Oh, shit. Your two Marines are blown apart. Those two Marines are dead. The door was rigged with a fragmentation grenade, or series of fragmentation grenades. Everybody roll initiative.
I can't believe someone would ever use that strategy.
Okay.
And of course, because the explosion went off, you guys are surprised. between Rexar and Keith Clark, which one of you wants to go first?
That you think.
Rexar, because he's got a -3. It was just really hard to type in.
Oh, gotcha. I knew a bad roll was going to come there sooner or later. And Keith can't be rolling hot all the time. So the door opens and the grenades go off, and they were set up in such a way that they were meant to blow out and not harm these guys. This guy is going to move here, and he's got +8. This guy is just going to risk it, and the other guy is going to risk it. This guy is going to go ahead and take a shot at Rexar. He thinks he's king shit with a laser carbine. It's not a great laser carbine. He got a 13 to hit. And Rexar. And he got shit for his damage roll. $12 damage does not get through Rexar's
22.
Yeah, his armor. And this guy, I mean, he's got an older laser carbine. It is a shorter laser rifle, but it's going to a big backpack that he's wearing. This guy is going to open fire with an auto rifle on Rexar. And
God, I was out in the open.
And missed terribly. And the last guy is going to also fire on Rexar with an auto rifle. And he just hits with an 8. And he's firing on burst. 3D plus 2. I get my dice to cooperate. Oof. 17 points of damage, but he does not get through your armor. All right. Rexar, what do you want to do?
Oh, gosh. Nope. Move about. Yeah. Tier. Did they see all their bullets just bounce off my armor?
Yes. Everybody saw bullets bounce off your armor.
I'm going to look at the three of them, spin up the minigun, and gesture for them to put their weapons on the ground.
Ooh. Make a persuasion plus soc check.
Fuck.
In fact, I'll allow you to make that with a boon dice, so roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
Okay, that's better. That would have been a 3. Now it is a 9.
They do not drop their weapons. You're firing the minigun? Who are you shooting? You on full auto you could hit both of these guys.
Yeah, Rexar's just gonna kind of shrug when they don't do it and just pull the trigger.
All right. So you could, if you want to shoot at both of those guys, you can make 2 checks. The second one is at -1. So it's gun combat plus dexterity, and then gun combat plus dexterity -1.
Gun combat. So use this slug, right? Combat slug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 11 to hit.
So the first guy is at +3 damage.
The second roll is 8.
Okay. And that guy is at regular damage.
The first guy takes 13 damage.
Okay, hold on a second. This guy is still up. Second guy, how much damage did he take?
14.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on to that. These guys are wearing flak jackets. And the other guy took 14.
Yeah, the first guy took 13, the second guy took 14.
Right. They are both still up. They're not looking great, but they are up. All right. The Raiders. This guy is going to pretty much make a point-blank shot with his carbine. Laser carbine. Whew! And he really drills you. He got an 11, and he only needed a 4. So that's +7 to damage. And he rolls like crap. Again, 12 points of damage does not get through your armor. The other two fire their... Well, This guy is going to fire his auto rifle and miss with Snake Eyes. God, that should almost be a crit fail. And
my God, he shot his friend in the back.
and then he's going to move, bravely run away to the corner. And this guy is going to fire his auto rifle and miss, not terribly. And he's going to move into the corner. Rexar, make a recon plus intellect check.
I'm good at these. God. That is a 11.
Okay. On your 11, you see that in this chair, there's a guy sitting in the chair, tied to the chair. It looks like he's been tied up with network cable. And he's bleeding profusely, and he's missing an ear. And
I really hope that isn't from my minigun.
And on the computer console, you see that there is a small... what looks like Bunsen burner flame. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
I would like to, I think, just hustle as far as I can go and then aim.
Okay. So you could move 12 meters, and then you can take the aim action.
Great. Cool. So So let's see. Where does 12 put me?
I would say you could go right here
And so, yeah.
and get a +8 armor bonus from being around this corner.
We can cover, yeah. Okay. And I suppose from an aiming standpoint, it would be that guy that I'm aiming at.
Okay, so you will have a +1 to your attack next turn.
Right. Awesome.
Keith, what would you like to do?
This is fairly close quarters. I'm thinking I might pull out my sword and just go straight for him.
Go old school Sandalian on him.
Yeah.
I've got a Sandalian officer's sword, motherfucker. I'm OG.
Rex, I was very proud of you.
Me too.
So you're going to step around the corner and try to stab this guy. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah. All right.
So in this case, it would be blade plus either your choice, either strength or dexterity.
Okay, actually 11 then.
That hits. So +7 to damage.
2, 6 plus 2. Uh, 16.
Oof, that's brutal. So this guy. Oops. He's still up. But you basically come around the corner and just stab him. And
The fucking party or something. Jesus.
he is not okay. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Just surprised by my engineer doing that type of shit. That's alright. There's not a lot of room.
There is not.
Crap. Okay, and tortured guy is in here, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna give bardic inspiration by singing a song. I'll be like, avenge, Marines, avenge! I seriously can't get in there.
Okay.
I don't know what to do because of that. Lack of room is a serious impediment.
Well, you can move up the Marines behind Rexar.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
And I'll go to my emotional support droid.
Okay.
Snuggle.
Rexar, what would you like to do?
Rexar, motivated by the song, is going to run in right on top of this guy and he's gonna roar, run in. I want to grab this guy and throw him at the guy in the right corner.
Okay.
Or you could curb stomp him.
No, I want to beat him, motherfucker, with the next motherfucker.
Beat the other guy with
Let's
his body.
see
Got it.
here. Hold on here. Not that he's going to succeed, but go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
So I got 2 6s.
Yeah,
Plus
and
3.
he got a 4. So, or he got a, he got a 4. So you pick this guy up. Go ahead and make a athletics dexterity check to throw him at one of the other guys. Yeah, that hits. So, let's see. He is an improvised weapon.
Is his other friend also an improvised weapon?
They're all improvised weapons. So, roll 2d minus 2 plus 4 damage.
The 2d minus 2 plus 2, so just plus 2.
Right.
8 damage.
Okay, so this guy. Let's see. And he is prone. This guy, on the other hand, breaks his back in the throw and is no longer with us. So he was the guy with the carbine laser. And he is dead. And the other guy is crumpled on the floor. This raider is going to... He's going to use his auto rifle and go full auto and try to hit both Rexar and Keith Clark. And on Rexar, he gets a 9.
That's fine.
It's all fine. Uh, 13 damage does not get through Rexar's battle dress. On Keith Clark, he's at a -1. No. No. He misses with a 7.
Thank God for that minus.
This guy is going to... He's going to attempt to shoot at Rexar from under the body of his compatriot that's on top of him. He's got a Bane dice, and he is also going to fire... Well, he's going to fire on burst. Ugh. With Bane dice, he gets snake eyes and fires into the ceiling. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
I am going to enter and fire at that guy.
Okay. You were aiming,
assuming-
so you have a +1 to hit.
The one that's prone probably has pretty good cover of the dead body of his compatriot. That seems like that would be effective cover.
Correct. It counts as vegetation, which gives him a +2 armor bonus.
Okay.
Jesus.
Poor guy. Poor dead
Sure
guy.
he didn't break his spine?
Vegetation already.
Calling him a vegetable?
Yes, he is a potato.
Dead vegetable at that. Not even comatose. Dead vegetable.
Dead vegetable.
Probably a squash. Sorry.
He's not a potato, he's a zucchini.
13 to hit.
Yes. +5 to damage. If you're on burst, that's a +8.
Plus 8. Oh. 15.
Oof. I don't know if this guy can survive that. No, this guy goes down. Splat. All
The
right.
other guy just played dead now because he, he's like, I'm dead.
Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I can switch weapons and try to fire at that guy. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
Okay, so minor action, you can drop your sword and draw out another weapon.
Okay. So I'll draw my advanced combat rifle and shoot at him
Okay,
with that.
you can do that.
And I get 13 to hit.
Yes. So if you're on burst fire, that is a +8 to damage.
Great. 19.
Oh, my God. So yeah, your bullets go clear through the body, and this guy just shudders and dies.
Good.
Yay.
So
I just feel like I have ear back on and
yeah, this guy's going to need medical attention. And we're going to move everybody in here. Now we can leave them in the hallway. The guy is missing an ear in it. Beth, when you come in to check him out for medics, it looks like the Bunsen burner has, there has been like dripped fat over the top of the flame. And on the floor, Ching-Shi, you find a part of a partially eaten cooked ear.
Yeah.
Beth Smith, go ahead and make a medic plus intellect or EDU check.
Tell me that they fed it to him.
Oh, that would have been
Not that
better.
I want not that the bad guys ate it, but that the bad guys made him eat his own ear.
That would have been better.
I got 11.
Okay, so you're able to kind of patch him up, and he comes around. You give him back 3 points, and it's enough to rouse him. And like pretty much as soon as he comes around, he just starts sobbing. And he is clearly a BCA tech. And we will pick this up next week as you guys continue to try to liberate the atmospheric processor.
Yay.
Good job, everybody. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Have a good night, guys.